So in a previous tutorial we already showed you how the remote control can be used to move around in a room. In this tutorial we started from the dashboard, but we believe actually that it will be much nicer if you can just use any internet screen to cast your session on, even without logging into the dashboard, because sometimes in public space you don't want to log into a dashboard where there's also access to your project, etc. It's not necessary, also you just want to do the live session. So for this we created two routes, which I'm going to show you in this tutorial. It's private casting and public casting. I'll start with public casting, but let me first show you on my phone. I select now a project, and now you see you have this choice between private and public casting. So what I'll do now, I'll first use the public URL. So we go to, what you see here is a browser, and I typed in the top presenter.QandR.eu. And then this screen, I'll just reload it for a moment so you see the effect. Presenter.QandR.eu. This screen gets already a session code. So I can use this public screen now by clicking on the public icon up. And now I have to type the session code. The screen had a code already. I will do it now. 5167. And now you see this public screen jumps to my session broadcast, and I can just move to the right and I can control this screen, which is very nice. I did not log into the dashboard at all. I just use a public URL and I can start broadcasting there. So there are some downsides of this public model, because first of all it's not so flexible. You don't have the possibility to have two main screens, and the second thing is it's a little bit less secure, because you have this code which people in theory could guess also. It's a 4-digit code, which is not so secure. So we built also a model whereby you are doing what we call private casting. So first I'm going to close this session, stop. And now I'm going to show you a private cast. So this we do, first of all, we're going to simulate that we are on a new computer that never logged into QandR or whatever. I'm going to simulate that by opening a private tab on this computer. And there I type presenter.QandR.eu and then / my username, which is in this case demo QandR. And now I want to show you also what's happening on my phone if I do that. So I do enter. Now you see on my phone I get a pair request for the screen. So the screen gets a number. So let's say you're with somebody on the phone on distance, he types this. He can also do it. So he will say this is the number to whatever. And I see it on my phone also. Yes, this is the screen that I want to allow. And then I click. And now this is a private casting screen. And I can do this on multiple computers. So multiple computers can start getting my broadcast of the session. So now I can still select the project. I hit private. And now you see that also I can go through the session just like in the public model. The nice thing is now it's more secure, because the screen is approved by you consciously on your remote. It can also be approved in the dashboard, by the way. But we are in this tutorial thinking that you just use the remote to do your live session. So let me close it. And I made a small overview to recap, which you can also find in your dashboard. Let me go there. So what you see here is your remote control with the option to do private casting or public casting. So public casting is there is no main screen approval required. You don't have to put any username in the URL, so it's a little bit shorter again what you have to type. Your session code is immediately available, but you can have only one main screen during this session. The private casting on the other side is the same URL, presenter.QandR.eu, but you type your username also. If you do it on a computer that has never used QandR before, you need to approve this screen. It will show up in your remote, this request for approval. You have to type the username in the URL, and the session code will be shown on the main screen the moment you start the session, like what you know from the dashboard. And the nice thing about this is that you can do multiple sessions. So also when you have like a a viewing room where your client is watching also to the main screen. In this way you can just type there the URL, approve this screen also, and then when you start your session it will be running on 2 screens at the same time. Okay, hope you will enjoy this feature. Thanks for watching.